Oh my lord. Times are rough. In disbelief, but not. America is at the state that it is today. If you've seen my last few videos, it's kind of in this nature. Shit show after shit show. You know, you hear all your life, this is a dog-eat-dog world. But it hits different when you see it actually play out in front of you. Because it's hard to imagine that there are people who genuinely think in a way that you could never think. And do things with bad intentions and wish bad upon others. It hurts in a way where you're just like, why? And I know why. You grow up in a world that sets you up for failure. You're not taken care of, and you need to feel a sense of control and superiority to make up for the life that you've been so unjustly given. You're bound to be filled with hatred. And when you're incapable of traveling and opening your eyes to how much is out there, you're bound to think the way that you are. You are a product of your surroundings, of the people you surround yourself with. It's almost hard to point a finger at people who are genuinely incapable of seeing why they are the way that they are. And we look at North Korea, right? And this whole time it's been like, it's so sad. These North Koreans, they don't see how brainwashed they are. They don't see how controlled they are, how what they're told to believe is all fake. It's the same thing here and in so many other places, but it's just been so much more subtle because we've been told that we have freedom when we never did. Yes, I look at these people who just spew so much hate and you want to fight them, point your fingers at them. But there's a part of me where I also feel compassion for them. We've all been somebody and are in our own ways someone who can lack self-awareness, who can lack awakening because you weren't given the opportunity to do so. Because they weren't given the opportunity to do so. And it's unfortunate because this feeling of hopelessness, we all just collectively understand that there's nothing we could say, there's nothing we could do, there's nothing we could protest enough to make these people see our point of view. And so what I'm about to say is something that I need you guys to stick with me until the end for, because it's not gonna sound very pretty. I'm glad that he won. And I think we're exactly where we need to be right now. Because what we've seen ever since his first presidency is that one thing that Trump really changed is that he gave permission for all the hate and ugly truths and realities that have been living in plain sight among us to come to light. And we're understanding that now more than ever, we're needing a true reform. I mean from both sides, top to bottom. If you watch my other videos and my advice on beating the system in 1%, you will hear me say that I don't identify with either party. I think our government is bullshit no matter what, and that we need a reform from the inside out, from the skeletal structure of everything. But when it comes to Trump, you can see how blindly loyal his followers are, how sadly misinformed they are about so much. And to touch back on what I was saying in the beginning, when it comes to people like that, people that no matter how much we fight and even how much we bleed, they will not, cannot hear us. Because it was never about finding resolution. It was always about victory, to rub it in your face, just to have something to wear as a badge of honor. I speak about my past a lot, how stubborn and negative I used to be. And so I understand that when you are at that level of stubborn, when you're that much in survival mode, the only thing that will spark an awakening, that will teach a lesson, that will make you see and grow and choose to let your armor down is repeatedly burning yourself to learn. And we're just at the beginning, but we're slowly seeing it now, right? The prices of things going up, how certain fundings and things like that are being frozen, going online and being like, this isn't what I voted for. Why is this happening? These tariff wars from the whole world against us right now. This phase that we're calling the fuck around and find out phase. I'm also tired of us just excusing all the bullshit in life as just history repeats itself. Every 4 years, it's this war. Every 4 years, it's this pointing fingers at each other. Every 4 years, it's like you either win or you lose or this and that and da-da-da. And just constantly feeling like you need to fight for your rights as a human being that should have always been rightfully yours. And so why I said I'm glad that he won is because unless they see for themselves that this person that they idolized is not who they thought they were, we're never gonna stop going on this roundabout. And so I think it's not a coincidence that there's so much negativity happening at the same time. We may have our differences in beliefs and whatever, but I do think that we're in a phase where everything is coming up to the surface and where things get ugly before they get better. I just wanted to come on here and say that I'm not scared. I'm not. But we needed to see, and they needed to see, true reality at face value. If I could have this my way, it wouldn't be this way. So I want to make sure that what I'm saying is not being taken the wrong way. It really is heartbreaking that there is so much hate in this world, that this is the reality that we happen to have to abide by. But for anyone feeling scared, Anyone feeling hopeless and wanting to just give up, I feel you so deeply. That anxiety, I feel it. I get it. But on an even deeper level, I know that we're going to be okay. I know for a fact that we are heading in the right direction, and this just happens to be on the path that we're needing to get through. But we are going to get through it. I have no doubt in my mind. I don't know. The way I'm choosing to look at this is like, you know when you love someone, I'm not saying that you need to love anyone, but and you know the path that they're going down is not good, but there's nothing that you could say, nothing that you could do make them see what you're wanting them to see, and so you just need to step back and let them see on their own, and then when they finally learn the lesson, we'll be here ready to accept them back, maybe forgive them, maybe give them a chance to implement a new reality in their mind and be able to come together and create a new life together, or whatever it is, whether it's like that friend that is about to get in a relationship with someone that you know isn't good for them, or a family member that is going down a path that you wish you could steer them away from. You know what I mean? I think it's so easy to want to fight and let that anger kind of almost rot you from the inside out. I know that there are people that are watching this that can be like, with the way that people are getting hurt, with the things that these people are saying, how can you sit here and say that you feel compassion for them and that you want to forgive them and this and that? I understand that sentiment. But I also understand that I don't want to just be an opposing version of them. We don't all need to be on the same page. But the reason why I choose to see this through the lens that I'm choosing to look at it through is because I know that it's gonna take a lot to see the changes that we're wanting to see. Not everyone's gonna get there, but when the people that do get there gets there, it is gonna take a lot of forgiveness and gentleness from the other side to be able to come together and be on the same team. Because the fact is that when you see everything that you thought was real crumble in front of you, that's already not easy. But I do get the anger. I lose it sometimes too. You don't have to think the way that I think. You don't have to choose to look at this the same way that I do. I'm just sharing my point of view in this. You can burn yourself out so much trying to talk to someone that essentially is like a brick wall. That's why I said what I said. Like I said in my other video, the fight is long and it is slow. I don't think we're ever gonna get to a point where every single existence is on the same page, you know? That's not realistic because people do have different beliefs, people do have different life paths, but I do think we can get to a point to become humble enough to be like, all right, let's try this another way and somehow come to an agreement where we can agree to disagree and talk in a way to find resolution, not in a way to just protect our egos. I don't even know if I want to post this honestly, but I just wanted to say that. I know it feels like shit. I know every day feels like a fucking battle these days, but we're heading in the right direction. I have no doubt about that. I love you guys.